Hey, this is Dave. Thank you for coming to my channel. I just wanted to follow up with my motovlog video that I just did. It took me a long time to finally build the courage to do one of those videos and just talk about my experience riding motorcycles. Again, this is a big switch for me. I've been doing music since I was 9 years old, and all of a sudden, now I'm riding one of these Neo Cafe racers. So this has been just a crazy journey. I never expected to be so involved with motorcycles in my life. Like I said, from 9 years old, I've been singing and just going inside the music industry and the music business. And all of a sudden, I start riding a motorcycle, take the classes, and just watching videos and watching all these amazing YouTubers that are just doing amazing and explaining so much stuff about riding motorcycles that I had to, try them out. And I've always liked motorcycles, but I never took it that serious until finally I said, you know what, I'm gonna take classes, I'm gonna get my license, I'm gonna buy a motorcycle. Let's see how it goes. When I started taking the classes, I was like, man, this is amazing. I can't wait to learn more. And first got my first bike was actually a CB 300F, if I'm not mistaken. It was a joy because it was a motorcycle that is great for beginners, not too scary until you get more experience. And then I jumped to the 700 Yamaha XSR 700, which is my favorite bike. Crazy enough, I always wanted to ride a Ducati. Monster was like my favorite bike. I wanted to ride it since I saw it. Like, I had a lot of friends. We have a little guest here. When I used to live in Puerto Rico, and I always liked them, but I couldn't afford them back then, or I just felt kind of unsafe riding them. Like, I wasn't completely sure, but I always liked them. When I moved to Florida, I had my friend and ex-bandmate. He rides an XSR 900, but he's like been into motorcycles since he was a kid and all that stuff, and he got one. So when I saw, he kind of explained, and he's like, man, if you really, really want to ride, take the classes, get the license, do it the right way so you're safe. Just don't buy a motorcycle and then, go crazy without taking classes or getting your license. I was riding the 300. It was cool. I had a lot of fun with it. I rode everywhere with it. Even me and my wife would go for long rides. But when I got this motorcycle, it was a game changer. Like, I just liked it so much. Obviously, you go from a 300 to a 700, you're gonna feel some power. You're gonna feel something. You're either gonna love it or you're not gonna like it. You're gonna be like, this is not for me. But I've tried the 900. I like that bike a lot, the XSR 900. This 700 I think it's perfect. Music has always been like my go-to when I'm dealing with painful situations, or that's how I really stress, by writing, by doing music. And I want to express myself in a way that it could help people, because everything I do, I try to do it to teach or to help people. Everything I do, music, motorcycle, anything. That's what I love to do. I love teaching. I love sharing my experiences and hoping that helps other people too with their situations. I do suffer from depression, anxiety, and that's something that the older you get, dealing with it gets harder. But there's always help out there. There's always someone to talk to about it, and that's something, again, that I always try to do with music. Growing up, music spoke to me. It made me not feel alone. It's like, oh, he's going through this as I am, and he's successful, and I didn't feel alone anymore. And the same thing with motorcycles. Like, I see other YouTubers or other people that are riding, and they're expressing how riding has helped them, you know, with anxiety, depression, or any situation. And that's something that was like inspiring. Like when I wrote it, I felt the same way. There's some days that like I have my bike here and I'm feeling like really stressed out, and I'm like, I don't want to ride. And then once I get on the bike, it's like it's all gone. It's just you, the road, you're focused on that. It's a great way to cut off all the noise. You're on the bike, there's no one talking to you, there's no social media, it's just you and the road, focus on the road. That's something very important when you're riding. You have to ride, you know, defensively. You gotta make sure, always aware, and that keeps you focused on the road, keeps you focused on the bike, not focused on any other problem. So it's a little escape from your routine, and that's what I like about motorcycles, and also about being on stage. Those are two things that are they're similar. Both of them are very similar. I just thought it would be cool to follow up on the vlog and just give you, you know, my little story of why I decided to ride, and how it's changed my life, and hopefully it'll change yours too. If you're thinking about riding, go take the classes. Start on a bike that you know that you won't get hurt on. You know, don't go out and buy a 1,000 cc bike, a big giant bike, and get hurt just because you want to impress your friends. I do it for the right reasons. Cycle. The big difference is if you're not prepared, you can lose your life. If you're not using the proper gear, you can lose your life. So that's with a motorcycle. Yeah, you got to be prepared. It's not entertainment, at least for other people, for you to get hurt. If you have a similar story on why you started to ride, or if you're a seasoned rider, you've been riding for a long time, I would love to read any story that involves how one day you rode, it cleared your head from something. I know, like my vlog, like yesterday when I was doing it, I was, you know, I had a great day. You know, it was stressful because I was training and learning a whole bunch of stuff, and I was a little angst. But once I got on the bike, all gone, felt good. So again, if you like what I'm doing, just share, subscribe. Hopefully I can do more videos. Hopefully I can try more bikes. And thank you for tuning in. Rock out.